Do you sometimes go and say like, holy shit, like that happened in my life too? Oh my God, I went through that situation. Oh my God, I went through that. And like you found out that as the two of you were in two separate places, didn't even know each other. You were both going through very similar situations.
We both grew up right outside of Boston. My uncle, who also has passed, had worked at the gas station right around the corner that he used to ride his bike to.
That's what I'm talking about. I see all these parallels where the two of you were supposed to meet one another, and now you're here and it's crazy. Your dad is coming through because he just says to me, he's here to ask for your forgiveness today. He didn't let you in and he was afraid. I'd get angry. He goes, I'd cut people off. I'd shut the door. That's how I dealt with things. He just said to me from the other side, I want her to know that I will always love her. Did you have somebody that was killed or there were suspicions over if they were killed here in the physical?
Yeah, my friend Luke.
And my dad.
Okay. It's your father. Your father is here. And he just said to me, Matt, you need to talk to my daughter because there's a lot of questions over your father's passing. Did you think that somebody was like overdosing him on medication or not giving him the right medication?
Yeah.
He just showed me that. Did he also have diabetes at the time?
No, my dad had diabetes.
Okay. And did your dad pass as well?
Yes.
Know that soul's also here because I also keep hearing diabetic, and I keep hearing the soul that passed of really bad diabetes. Your father still looks young on the other side. So he died young, even because he had all these problems within his body, correct?
Yeah, he had cirrhosis of the liver. He died before he was 50.
So both those souls are here. And what I got to tell you is that I just heard your father, Frankie, say, Matt, I'm so happy they found one another. I'm so happy that they're with one another. Because it's like when I'm connecting and I'm seeing the two of you, they're showing me like there's such a parallel with your lives. Like you really understand each other so deeply because you both lost your dad. And it's like, do you sometimes go and say like, talk to each other and say like, holy shit, like that happened in my life too. Oh my God, I went through that situation. Oh my God, I went through that. And like you found out that as the two of you were in two separate places, didn't even know each other. You were both going through very similar situations.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you a little bit. We both grew up right outside of Boston, and we used to go to the same place for the Boston Marathon. And where he used to live, my uncle, who also has passed, had worked at the gas station right around the corner that he used to ride his bike to.
That's what I'm talking about. I see all these parallels where the two of you were supposed to meet one another and the supposed of you were supposed to find one another. And now you're here and it's crazy. I heard your dad, Frankie, say, Matt, I was so happy that Crystal came into his life. And I'm so happy that they got to meet one another and that the two of you are with one another. Because your father just said, Frankie, that you had to watch your dad go through so much from when you were younger. You had to watch him go through constant struggles with his health, his mood, all different areas. And your father just said to me, it wasn't fair to you. It wasn't fair to you that there's so much of your past memories with your dad that you really wish that you could just erase or that you really just wish that weren't there. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I get it.
Your father just said to me, Matt, you need to tell my son that I put myself in the grave. He says, because I never took care of my body. I never took care of my health. And the one thing that your dad just said to me, he says, I just want to let my son know, thank you. Thank you for forgiving me. Because after your dad passed, it's like you let everything go. So he said to me that you completely shifted focus. Like after your dad passed, like he tells me that you did everything for your mom. Like you tried to be there for your mom and take care of your mother. And you're like, listen, my dad may have passed. I have my mother here. My focus goes on her.
That's exactly right.
He says to me, Matt, I know everything that my son had done. And is there also Mikey or Michael? I'm hearing that name.
That's my ex-father-in-law.
That soul's also here because when I'm connecting, that's weird. So he passed away as well?
Yeah, and I've always had a good relationship with him. And,
that's crazy. So your father's here, your father's here. Now I got your freaking father-in-law. Like how many fathers am I going to connect with on that side of the screen? Crystal, I need to talk about your dad because when I'm connecting with him, I know that there is a lot of pain that you had with your father. And he's also telling me this wasn't just things going on in his body. He tells me it started to affect his mind before his passing as well. And your dad just said to me, my daughter didn't deserve who I was before I died. He just said to me that there's so much hurt and pain that you go through with your dad still here and now. Even though the memories of your dad before his passing were not good, he tells me that you still loved him so, so much and that you sought out his love all the time. Your dad is coming through because he just says to me, Matt, he says, I want her to know that first of all, He's here to ask for your forgiveness today. Your dad said to me that he didn't let you in because he was a control freak here in this world. And he was afraid. He says, and Matt, when I was afraid, I wasn't the type of person that would sit down, that I would cry, I'd get emotional. He goes, I would just get angry. I'd get angry. He goes, I'd cut people off. I'd shut the door. That's how I dealt with things. He says, the way I dealt with things is I just made things go away. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He just said to me from the other side, I wanted to know one thing. I want her to know that I will always love her. Your dad actually tells me that since he passed now on the other side, he tells me that, and don't take this the wrong way, but your dad tells me that you've been able to feel him more of a presence in your life now that he's gone than you even did when he was alive.
Yeah, my oldest, he reminds me so much of him. It's not even funny.
He just told me one thing. Frankie, your dad and Crystal's dad met in the afterlife and on the other side. And I'll tell you, these two are very similar with one another when I'm connecting. It's just amazing how similar kind of they are in different regards. And I just heard in spirit them saying to me, what they're so happy about was that the two of you met one another and that the two of you got connected. I believe that especially your father, Frankie, I believe he was the one that really helped you to meet Crystal within your life.
I think so too.
So as hard as some of the chapters of your life may have been, or some of the saddest moments that you guys went through, it's their way of showing you in spirit that they're always here and by your side. They are with you and watching over you from the afterlife. Your dad is telling me, Crystal, though, he wants you to know that he was not over-medicated. He needs you to know that. He says to me that he is taking responsibility for his passing. I do need you to know that.
Meaning what exactly? I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, because we were talking about him being killed. So like there being suspicions of him being killed in the beginning.
So it was himself.
Correct. Father's not being truthful to me. I asked, this is what he's telling me. I'm asking him for the answer for this. I have to tell you what he's telling me because I'm not getting an answer the way that I want to get an answer. In my mind, I'm saying to him, tell me yes or no. That's what I asked your father. You know what he keeps repeating to me? I didn't care anymore. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care anymore. That's what he says. That's the answer he's giving me. Not the answer I want to hear, but it's the answer that he's giving me.
The weekend that he had passed, he had tried calling everybody in his phone book. He just passed away and nobody knew until Monday. So
whatever it was, he said to me he was in a fit of rage when he died. That's what he tells me. And whatever had happened, he says to me, I just didn't care anymore. So I think that he took it. I think he was being careless, to be honest with you. I think that's what I'm guessing that because I'm not getting a straight yes or no answer. He just said to me, I didn't care anymore. That's what he keeps repeating to me.
That makes sense.
So listen, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't say yes or no if I don't hear it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I hear, right? And some souls will answer, some souls won't, right? It all depends, but that's what he's given me. But I do want you to know that it's their way of just acknowledging that they are here, they are with you, and they are safe and at peace.